So just get into Mumia, learn about his case. We need everybody to learn about him and care about him and settle for nothing less than him walking out of SCI Mahanoy upright on his own 2 feet with his fist in the air. I mean, that's what we're here for. That's what has to happen.
And so when the United States talks about, I forget the number, is it like it's somewhere between 25 and 50,000 U.S.
There's 50,000 or so on the wall, the Vietnam
Yeah.
Memorial in D.C.
Yeah. And so we are programmed to know those kind of numbers.
Mm-hmm.
But most people don't know, even so-called Vietnam vets don't know the 3 million Vietnamese as a number. The media doesn't report on it. It's not like lifted up as some terrible act that the United States did.
And Cambodians, Laotians, I mean, they were getting everybody.
Exactly. I was going to say Cambodians and Laotians don't even get mentioned, right?
Exactly.
Like they don't even get mentioned. And not to even mention the amount of people in that region that are still dying from unexploded munitions that are still in the ground and in the water 50 years after the fact. Has there been an expression of multiracial, multicultural solidarity in the wake of these attacks from the whites?
Yeah, no, I mean, there's been actually the anti-racist protests have been bigger than the actual protests themselves, and yeah, this is because the UK has a long history of this kind of violence. I mean, the big difference in the States is that we've only really been on the island for the last 50, 60 years in big numbers, and since we've been here, so even 1919 after the First World War, you had race riots where white people went crazy and started trying to lynch people. 58, you had big race riots in Notting Hill. In fact, the Notting Hill Carnival is a response to the race riots in 58 in Notting Hill. Throughout the 60s, 70s, 80s, there was these big marches. So we learned to defend ourselves.
That is not, we've been working alongside the Communist Party of Kenya to note the role that Ruto's actually playing as a puppet of Western imperialism. Even in his recent actions, there's been a plethora of private secret meetings to Washington, one of which included a security member ending up found dead in a hotel here in D.C. There's been the G7 summit address, where he sort of revealed his subservience to foreign interests. The policies that's being advocated for by the Kenyan government through Ruto in Kenya is in favor of U.S. imperialism, and it's exasperating economic and social inequalities. And we point these things out to say, and these are the people that you want to intervene in Haiti? Like, these are the people that are going to keep Haiti safe? Look at these myriad of contradictions that's occurring in Kenya alone, right? Look at how the Kenya police force is treating Kenyans. So what is supposed to happen to Haitians? And I think that's very important. And that's what we're naming, that Ruto's role primarily is not a Pan-African's role. It's not in to be the savior of Haiti. Haiti has saved itself before. Haiti can save itself again.
Come on. And let this journey set me free. Set me free. 'Cause oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh, I almost shed a tear. The feeling that joint would give. That joint, I mean, how could you not want to spread joy? I mean, it's almost an inspirational song.
It
right?
is. It is. Yeah. Troop came out in 89.
What is the central message, the easily digestible morsel that you want to give people?
Well, there are a number of messages. First of all, I'm trying to reframe the discourse on Black power. That is to say, the contemporary understanding oftentimes groups the Black Panther Party, at least the iteration that arose in Oakland, Berkeley in 1966, with their antagonists. Not to mention the fact that at the time, this concept of Black power was being enunciated in the Black Panther newspaper. There were critiques of that concept. The Black Panther Party, as I tell the story, was a kind of halfway house between a form of Black nationalism and the struggle for socialism. That is to say that the leaders of the Panther Party, including Huey P. Newton of Oakland, admitted to being influenced by Fidel Castro, Che Guevara, Paul Robeson at all. And that is not necessarily the case for many with whom they are grouped in this concept of Black power.
I wonder, in the context of Black August and a lot of discussion around political prisoners, when cases like this come up to any level of recognition, are we supposed to care about their initial convictions? And then how does this blend into how we do or should define political prisoner?
I think even those who might have varying definitions still generally define a political prisoner can be someone who can be, politicized on the outside, as in the outside of prison, and then be targeted by the state and put in prison because of their political stance or views on the outside, and then put in prison. Or you can also be someone who went to prison as what many of the New Africans will call a social prisoner, and you're still a captive, like you're still part of a colonial or colonized people, but you didn't make a conscious decision to fight against the state or anything of that nature.
How many times have I been attacked by leftists because I criticized a bunch of right-wing morons that that the white left wanted to go be friends with? I've taken a lot of heat. It would be very easy for me, in that same regard, it would be very easy for me, in order for me not to be criticized for my faith, for me to never talk about my faith, but that's not who I am. Not. I am a Christian. I am a follower of Jesus Christ. I cuss and I will lay hands on you. I will. But I understand that some people really have a problem with that, and I have been dragged through the mud because of that. Yeah, that stuff affects me. I am human just like everybody else. I do not like being talked about. I don't like people being mean to me. I don't know. I have feelings.
Enough, Khalifa is not stressed. He is very faithful. He's Muslim. He tells me Allah got me, and I believe him because I definitely, respect people's faith. He's not afraid of what's happening, and he thinks the process is going to turn out the best way it's supposed to. Me, I'm a little more fretful, right? But that's probably why I got those gray hair. But I am hopeful that, that it will come out in the best way and that Khalifa will be saved. And so we're asking folks to go to freekhalifa.org and sign up to come to the rally if you're in St. Louis or Missouri or surrounding states. People are driving in. Some folks are coming from Detroit. We have some people coming from like Memphis, Oklahoma City, have some folks coming in. So people are driving in. We're trying to accommodate people. We got some hotels and that sort of thing that we can accommodate people with. So we're just asking as many people to come out and support.
But there was a time where the left was the key focus. And the reason why there is the ballooning expansion of right-wing, reactionary, patriotic, separatist white groups is because there is no more class analysis or leftist, no legitimate left in the United States. So discontent white boys have no other options.
Yeah. So I'm the only one with Virgin Ears. I didn't hear the album, but you mentioned something about Branch Davidian or Waco. What was he talking about?
When he said Ruby Ridge, I was thinking of the right-wing militias.
Right.
Because I would put Ruby Ridge, I would put that with Waco and
that's what I meant. And
and the Ruby Ridge with the Move 9 or
no, I'm saying Skip made the point in one of his verses on this new album. And again, you should clarify this again, but he references Move and Ruby Ridge in the same line. Right. And I thought that was interesting. And that's why Ruby Ridge is not on the correct side of the politics, right. But
do it, go drop with it, do a step with it, put your hips with it. All my ladies, let me see you put a twist with it. You can't do it like me, I'm by myself. I do it so good, I don't need nobody else. What's happening? What's up? Got that perk Island. What's up? Got Patron in my cup.
Silly on me.
Monica.
Devoted so much time to find true and faithful boy. I nearly lost my mind.